What's up everyone, I'm Elsa and today we have a quick resistance band circuit. So this should only take about 10 to 15 minutes and we are using a small little loop resistance band today, whatever level feels good for your body. We have a few different exercises going on, so let's jump into that. We are going to start on a mat, on a towel, on a bed, something cushioned, or on the floor if you don't think you need any cushion. Whatever works for you. So we are going to start on our side with some clams. So my resistance band is right above my knee by like 2 inches, an inch or two, yeah. And we are going to put our feet in line with our hips. Knees are stacked on top of each other. You can lay flat on the mat if that's something you want. Keep your head elevated with your hand, pressing the other hand into the mat, keeping it on your hip, whatever you like. And then you just lift that top leg and you lower. You lift that top leg and you lower. We're gonna do 10 per side. Our goal for a clam is to not let our body shift back, shift forward. We're keeping our pelvis stacked. Ha. We lift, lower. If your resistance band starts to slip, just adjust it, lift, lower. If you're using a heavier band, the goal for these is not to have this full lift if that's something that you can't achieve without having your pelvis rock. So if you can just lift a little bit like that, totally fine. That is just something you're gonna wanna look out for, right? Lifting to a comfortable height. Ha. I'm gonna go for 3, 2, and 1. Ha. Perfect. And then we are going to flip on over onto the other side. Yeah. So just like this. Again, laying down on our side. Feet are in line with our hips. And then we are just going to lift that top leg and lower. We lift, we lower. You're gonna feel it in your glutes. Lift, and you lower. Lift and lower, right? Again, not rocking back, not rocking forward, just lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. 10 per side again. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Remembering to breathe. Ha. For 3, 2, and 1. Ha. Release that. Our next exercise is going to be a side leg lift. So resistance band is going to come onto our ankles. You can switch sides or stay on the side you were just on. Either will work. Again, we're laying down, using your arms to support your head. This time, everything is in one nice straight line. Feet are stacked on top of each other, and we are just lifting that top leg and lowering. Lift and lower. We're doing 10 per side. Same thing applies. You don't want to be rocking forward and backwards. You want to be keeping everything stable. If you aren't able to lift a whole lot, that's totally fine. If you get to here and that is what you can do, that is what you can do. That's totally cool. We lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ha. Once you're done with that on that side, you know the drill. We do our other side too. You can flip on over. Again, supporting your head with your arms. Feet are in one nice line. And then we just lift that top leg and we lower. Lift and lower. Ha. Lift and lower. With these, you typically feel them right away. Ha. And if you don't, you should by like the 5th or the 6th. Lift and lower. For 4, 3. Again, take this at your own pace. 2, and 1. Ha. Release that, let it go. We are going to come on up on our feet. We're still gonna use the resistance band on our legs. So for this one, we are going to pull it up right above our knees. And then we are going to do a squat. So for this, you are going to put your hands, you can do them like across your chest, on your hips, out front, whatever feels good for you. We're gonna send our booty back and stand up. Just like we're sitting in a chair, and stand up. Our goal is to get parallel with our, so parallel to the ground. If you're unable to do that before your back rounds, so like you see how my back rounds when I go this low, that's not a place where I want to be. I want to keep it so my back can be flat and then stand up. We're doing 10 of these. Ha. If you're unable to reach that parallel position, reach the lowest point that you can before your back starts to round. If you want, you can find like a chair or bench that's about that parallel height for you. Act like you're doing a squat, but lower yourself fully onto that chair, sitting all the way up. Again, like you would a regular squat. To stand up, you press through your feet. You're not swinging yourself forward in order to get up. You're doing it under control. We lower and we lift, just like that. So it's all a very controlled motion, regardless of what you do, yeah? So 10 total from the front. Again, go at a pace that feels good for you. If you need to go a little faster, a little slower, you do that, but you still want to keep everything in control, yeah? We're gonna do 2 more. And if you want to do more reps, do more reps. If you are tired today, you're recovering, whatever your reason, if you want to do less reps, do less reps, right? I'm not in your body. I'm not gonna know what feels right for you. So you get to be the judge of that. You get to decide what feels good for you. Our first exercise for upper body is going to be a front raise. So we are going to pull on that resistance band like you are trying to rip it apart. Starting from your hips, we're gonna start with our feet like shoulder width apart. You're just lifting to shoulder height and lowering. We lift, we lower. We keep our shoulders down and out of our ears, so I'll show you from this side. We lift and we lower. Notice how I'm not crazy pushing forward, crazy leaning back in order to do it. Keeping everything stacked, gauging my core a little bit, and lowering. If you have the tendency to want to arch your spine, you can imagine just tucking your tail under, so pulling in like that. It doesn't have to be like a hard pull on your core. I would only recommend like emphasizing that if you are starting to have a little bit of a backwards lean, right? If you just need a little reminder, tuck the tail, we lift, we lower. We don't want to put unnecessary tension on our core. We're doing 10 of these, ha. Nice and controlled. 8, 9, and 10. Once you have done 10 of those, we are going to do an overhead press. So you can slip the band through your wrist. I'm going to show you from a kneeling position just because the space doesn't have enough room like in the frame of the camera if I'm standing. You can do this from your feet. Wrists are in, you're pulling apart that band, you're lifting straight up, and you're lowering. You lift straight up, and you lower, right? Keeping tension on your resistance band. Ha. We're gonna do 10 of these, showing you from the side, right? We're still keeping our shoulders down and out of those ears. Ha. We lift and we lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Straight up, straight down. Ha. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ha. Let it go. That is it for this circuit. If you want to repeat it one more time, or 2 more times, however many more times, I would encourage you to do that. Yeah, if you thought once was enough for you, let it be. Once is enough for you. Listen to your body, listen to whatever it's telling you. You got it. But thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again soon, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.